Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is tonight's news. As many of you already know, this past weekend, Trump ordered Iran's nuclear sites to be hit with bunker buster bombs. In unrelated news, bunker buster is also what I call anal.
Israel targeted a notorious Iranian prison in the latest round of strikes. Officials have released new images of some of the prisoners. Those guys have been there a while. Man. Ouch.
I'm not shaving my mustache to play the Joker.
It's a baller.
Country singer David Michael Hawkins released a new song this week in which he opens up about his sexuality and having HIV. Turns out that the dirt road he was singing about isn't just the driving kind.
What is that?
St. Louis Cardinals announcer Chip Correa accidentally uttered a homophobic slur during the live broadcast this weekend after mistakenly leaving the letter L out of the word flag.
Disability Pride Night is Thursday, July 10th, and with the theme ticket, fans take home a Cardinals cap featuring the Disability Pride flag and Cardinals engraved. Details at cardinals.com/theme.
Oh, man.
I'm a child. I don't know why that word's so funny.
Especially in the context he just used.
no.
it.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Disability pride. Oh, my bad.
Celebrate Pride Month with a... the network did respond. They said, "We're just happy that no players tried to bunt and that he didn't find a bunch of maggots in his food." Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau.
I am Black Garrett, and with us, as always, the fabulous Angela.
Oh, thank you. Hi. Derek is my friend.
Angela's my friend.
Oh,
Thanks.
What? I clapped.
I know. I said thank you.
How are you? How was your weekend?
It was good. Went to
Yeah?
the beach.
hit the beaches. Nice.
The beaches. Those
Yeah.
You
brown
watched beaches?
No, I went to the beach.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
with water.
I saw you and your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. From a distance.
That's weird. How you say that. Why you say it that way?
It wasn't that far
Creepy
away, but I was dressed like Gene Shalit.
That was you?
Yeah.
From the bushes.
Wait, you were erect Gene Shalit? In a one-piece old-timey bathing suit, as we've discussed.
Dave,
Yes.
if people wanted to find you in real life, where do they go?
Well, by George, they can see me this weekend
Hey.
in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Dr. Grin's Friday and Saturday. Matt McClary will be joining me, and also July 12th at the Funny Bone in Des Moines, Iowa, John Jameson will be joining me for that one.
You mean
What about you? What are you doing?
I'm just chilling on my channel, Black Garrett, and also if you would like to give us a little, you know what, you can go down below, tongue punch the like button.
Do it.
We appreciate it. You can get the bell notified. Also, we have merch, which is located on shop.blaze.
Media.
What?
Shop.blazemedia.
Yes, I was like 90% there.
That was good.
But we have merch. You can do that as well. Angela, you have a website, right? One of those things on the internet.
A YouTube thing called Angela Does Horror. And I'm Normal Angela on Instagram. So check those out if you want to see that.
And joining us, well, I guess we had to do what? Like and subscribe?
Oh yeah, did that. You tongue punch it.
Did you? Did we do that already?
You could say it too. I bet they'd appreciate that if you said, look, do it again.
Sorry, I blacked
Give it a
out.
little. Give it a
Give
little.
it. You can
juice,
give it
dude.
too. That's the sound.
Try it
Every
again,
time.
There you go.
No one punched it right up until you did that.
Yeah, every time you hit the like button down there, it makes Dave make that sound.
I have an orgasm every 5 seconds. It's a terrible disease.
It's the same sound that Joe Biden made when he answered the phone in the White House.
Is this Hunter coming or the president?
Come on.
That was the sound of one of our guests.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show, comedian, regular performer for our troops, Mr. Jimmy McCartney.
Thank you guys so much.
Jimmy is my friend.
So good to be here, everybody. Thank you guys.
Sorry, the normal world therapist.
Where can we find you?
I am going all over, actually. I'm going to be at Foothills Performing Arts Center in Oneonta on the 28th of June. I'll be at the Strand Center for the Arts in Tupper Lake on the 13th of July in Tupper Lake, New York, and the Strand Theater in Plattsburgh, New York on the 17th. The Funny Bone in Tampa, Florida on the 23rd of July, and at Naval Station Jacksonville performing for our great and brave military in Jacksonville, Florida on July 24th.
Thank you for joining us. And also a regular performer for the military, a man whose shirts know no bounds. He's wearing a stained glass window today. One of my favorite people on earth. Please welcome Derek Richards.
Packed this for you.
I know you.
Brought this for you. You know damn well.
It has glasses of wine, and
That
I
was
think
in, that was in the closet. I'm like, yeah, this is great. I'm like, oh, this is coming with me.
It's like one of those paintings. You cross your eyes and you can see like a boat.
It's like that old school like kaleidoscope thing where you turn it into little pieces of broken plastic and
You guys are all wrong. That's Hunter Biden's artwork right there. It's worth $200,000.
It's one of the it's
way
one of
too
the
good.
canvases.
Thank you.
Eric bought that for $250,000.
Yes, that's exactly what I spent $250,000 on.
He's invested in Dumber. Where can we find you, my friend?
This Saturday, June 28th, I'm going to be in Redford, Michigan at the Ancient Order of Hibernians Hall. It's a big fundraiser thing that is going to help out the Knights of Columbus. Get your tickets. Get that. Hit that QR code. Kevin Kramus is with me. And then you and I. You with the shirt from Fish Camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Camouflage. I have a stalker.
Camouflaging. No one
I had to drive here in a bush.
That
But
works.
you pop that collar, like the button there.
Yeah, you gotta like
Looking
open
sensual,
it. You
you're
can
like-
see my hairs.
Yeah.
I'm not shaving my body.
I wouldn't.
Someone kept
Why would
saying
you?
I got hairy arms. I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm a man, but I shave them.
Yeah. Why would you?
That's weird.
No cupcake.
Exactly.
Are you a swimmer?
You can see me and Cupcake here, July 2nd in Houghton Lake at the Houghton Lake Event Center, and July 3rd, Tawas City, Michigan at the Gallery. Both of those shows put together by Melissa Hager, who was on here last
Yes.
week.
Yeah, she's
ComedySeries.net. You can go there and get your tickets.
And now, since we've got all that out of the way, it's the end of the show. So anyway. Let's go into this week's Pope's Black Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a Photoshop.
No, that's really him.
Yeah, that was really actually, for real, a picture of him wearing that hat.
Not a joke.
He wrote, "Why ain't they release Sinners on Juneteenth?"
I mean,
That makes sense.
He's right though. He's right. He could do a re-release.
I mean, when you think about it, like, it would have made more money.
It really would have.
People are off that day.
They should ask the Pope before they release movies like that.
You really should. Well, thank you, Black Pope's Twitter.
Oh, God. White Sox cap sells it.
That's a real picture.
Yeah, it's real. We said
what
it wasn't
we
a
love.
joke.
Eric. Easy.
Because he's from Chicago, he put one on.
I did not know that he did that. Okay.
Yeah. So we didn't even have to make that up.
That's great.
He just looked gangster. Because, I mean, you've seen his Twitter. Yeah. I think he carries himself in a certain
Well, if he turns the cap sideways and leaves the sticker on, yeah.
He's
And
definitely
the crucifix that's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
Kind of gives it away.
Yeah, big Flava Flav crucifix.
And you can spin it.
They call him One Chain.
That's right.
One shit.
Well, plus, you can tell he's from the South Side where the Sox play. That's a great place to be if you're anywhere inside the stadium.
Yeah.
Even then.
If you're looking to kill yourself.
Yes. Or have someone kill you.
Yes.
And your family collect the money. Ideas. Okay. So this has been my favorite. This has been my favorite clip today. I think you've all seen it, but how can we not? Trump dropped an F-bomb and it was great.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Talk about gangster. You don't need the context.
You don't.
don't think
that was
you do.
perfect. And even after that, he said they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He also said, and neither does Ellen DeGeneres. She moved to the UK and turned into Adam Sandler.
For real though.
So he had a lot to say.
That's Adam Sandler in one of his dramatic roles.
Yes.
Yeah, Reign
that's
Over Me or something.
Reign Over Me, yeah. And we've had the director of that on this very show.
That's true.
Yeah.
We did.
That's true.
We've done stuff.
Yeah.
We know people.
Yeah, we know a guy.
I'm not a fan of like our government dropping bombs on any foreign nation, but that F-bomb was exactly what needed to detonate. That was fantastic.
I love that he just said, I don't like that they completely went against my orders and fired those off, and I don't like Iran. Like, he just said, they won't stop, and that was a frustrated guy, you could tell. And I thought it was good. I loved it.
Yeah, it's like he's like a dad, like a frustrated dad. And he was like, kids, I thought I told you to put the toys away and play nice.
I mean, it's a ceasefire, but it's like, yeah.
I mean, we knew it was.
I mean, listen, we've all been around 4th of July, and the neighbors have a few rockets left over. You got to show on the 5th and 6th, you still hear some bombs going off. So it's like, come on. I mean, just because my divorce happened didn't mean I still didn't get shitty texts from my ex.
And then you break the stick off the bile rocket and call it an Iranian chaser.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
You didn't. I'm taking no one else called them something.
I just called them bottle rockets.
I knew
Oh,
it
did you?
Yeah, I just tie them to my
My
G.I.
family
Joes. And
certainly did not.
Yours did. You're from
No, they
didn't
didn't.
celebrate things.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Okay,
You
well,
don't
we'll
know
talk
the
about it
words
later.
that they used to call that?
No.
Oh, I know why they didn't use it around your house. It would have offended.
Is this a racist thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
it's
See, I'm too
absolutely
precious. I don't know. I'm too sweet.
No,
sweet.
I think. Well, you'd also your father might be like, "What'd you say?
What the fuck?
A what chaser?
It's a different kind of bomb.
Oh, okay.
See it?
See, yeah.
I didn't make it up.
I'm okay.
I'm just pointing it out that people
Informing me.
said
I
it.
appreciate that.
I'm letting you know that if someone does that to you, that's what they called it. So what's worse, the firework or the name calling?
It's true.
I think it's a mix of them both together.
You know, I think you're right.
It could be both.
But those are the bombs you shouldn't send.
Okay.
And that's a word that should never be used unless you're wrapping Scarface in your car.
Have you guys seen those things where it was like they were asking AI questions about what is morally ethical? And there was one of them that was posed, and it was basically like, would it be appropriate to use this word if it would be capable of stopping nuclear holocaust? And AI responded genuinely by saying, it is never acceptable. While nuclear war may be bad, it is never acceptable to use that word.
Oh, come on.
So,
ChatGPT,
really?
You know, when
words
you're
are
alone-
violence. Words are violence. And we all know that words are more powerful than nukes. So,
That's a legit N bomb.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Nuclear is a pretty,
Yeah.
That's
the big one.
That's the N bomb.
Capital
Well,
N.
it's upsetting.
Yeah.
Hard R.
It's
I think
unsettling.
what we should do is
Radiation.
Yeah. I mean, nuclear.
Yeah.
I think there's radiation left in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no doctor.
Downtown Vegas. Yes.
I'm no scientist.
I
but
did watch
think-
Mission Impossible 13 last night. And don't worry, Tom Cruise saves us all.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
Spoiler!
I didn't mean the movie. I'm kidding. They shoot him in the head at the end of the movie. It's a real twist. You don't expect it.
No.
Turns out it was impossible.
And you find out why his name's Simon Pegg. Just rails the shit out of Tom Cruise.
Simon,
was like, finally.
Simon Pegged.
I love Simon Pegg.
He's great.
Yeah. But honestly, I hate those movies so much. The
They
last
were always like mind candy for me. Like if it pops on late at night, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it just to kind of check my brain.
Mission Impossible 2. Favorite one? Anybody?
What is
Anybody?
that?
That's the one where they have the doves fly and they do like an indo with two motorcycles and they fight each other with motorcycles.
See,
Come on.
Isn't that all of them?
No.
Yes.
This one was like on cocaine hardcore. It's the second one.
if they're doves, did John Woo direct?
He did.
Okay.
He did.
As an honest guess, I've only seen the first one.
See, there you go. But yeah, very convoluted and ridiculous. The stunts are cool, but the storylines are just retarded. That's like this one.
John Woo in Hard Target, there's also the motorcycle scene with Jean-Claude.
Probably better.
He's like surfing on the motorcycle, which I found out you can't do.
Oh.
You tried that?
Oh, yeah. No, I did van surf like Teen Wolf.
Who
can see
hasn't
that.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled off the top.
How many shrooms were you on?
I wasn't on shrooms. I was pretty drunk, though.
Yeah.
It was very wobbly. But I surfed for a good minute.
That's pretty
And then my
solid.
friend hit the brakes on purpose.
Imagine if you were sober, though. rock hard, your balance, you
I
could
would've-
totally like a whole minute.
Yeah. And we were playing Beach Boys. My friend was a wolf.
Yeah. What?
It's not important.
Okay.
You talk about slamming on the brakes.
It was a
We're at a Halloween party in college, and and my buddy and his girlfriend had dressed like caveman and cavewoman.
Oh, God.
He's wearing like literally like a caveman loincloth, and she's wearing like a cavewoman outfit. I mean, very little on. And they sat on the hood of the car, and we were driving in the subdivision, and we told my buddy, he started picking up speed, and they're sitting on the hood of his car, and we go, hit the brakes. And we didn't think he would, but he did. And they went ass over tea kettle, rolling down the street.
Really?
Was this in front of the Hog's Breath?
It was not in front of the Hog's Breath, but these were people that had gone to the Hog's Breath with us.
My friend, she had drove a Dodge Neon, so loaded, and got in a fight with her boyfriend. It was on Halloween too, and he ended up. They got in such a fight that he's holding on to the hood of the car in front of their own house, because she tried to hit him, and he jumped on the hood, and she gunned it. And then hit brakes right before all these pricker bushes. And he went flying and landed in at just all of them. And he's like, oh. And they've been happily married now for about 10 years and have 3 kids.
So nice.
Once you get that big argument out of the way.
It was something. I had never seen somebody hit someone with a car.
That's
It's funny
pretty
because she
epic.
was banned from Canada for hitting someone with a car.
A different
whole
person.
country?
Different person. That time it wasn't on purpose. But she was just drunk and leaving a bar and hit a Canadian, which apparently isn't a felony there.
Yeah.
Is it Caitlyn Jenner?
It might have been. Yes.
Transition to a
It was
man
my
after
friend
that?
Bruce. I don't know who Caitlin.
Damn.
Anyway, let's talk about. Oh, this will be good. This is breaking news. Do we have a thing?
Breaking news.
Good. All right. Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis announced today that a Collin County grand jury has indicted Carmelo Anthony for first-degree murder in the Frisco track meet stabbing of Austin Metcalf. Good night, everybody.
Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meet in Frisco. The violent loss of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. For weeks now, my team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury, and today I summarized that evidence, and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree murder indictment against Carmelo Anthony, which they did. With this indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. From this point forward, we'll continue doing our job both fully and fairly to pursue justice under the law. As for the scheduling of the trial, that will be up to the court. But when the time comes, we will be ready.
Oh, hi. You shouldn't stab people.
That's today's lesson.
He said
What's
that.
odd is they won't play the video.
What do you
They
mean?
They
have
don't
it.
show the video at all to the public.
Yeah.
What
they
video?
have
What do you
it.
mean?
There's a video of Austin being stabbed and the incident that caused it, and no one's playing it, which leads me to believe it may have not been that provoked.
Ah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But after my chaser comment, I'd like to stay out of it.
Pulling us back in, jerk.
I was saying it was a bad thing, and I think stabbing is a bad thing.
Stabbing is a bad thing.
Yeah.
There's going to be people in the comments.
Oh, you bet.
How dare you?
What about that one episode, The View? Dicks.
My favorite part of that whole thing
I
was
want to call a child a slur.
My freedom.
Pardon me, that was the part. Everything else, whatever. Anyway, I'm
What were
sorry.
you saying?
Oh, and there's nothing to say sorry for because it wasn't that great. But when you listen to what he said,
I didn't think it would be.
He was like, yeah, the court will choose the date, and he pauses like, I really hope it happens after I retire. Like he was like, in future, I do not want this case. Hopefully, it's in about 8 years.
They're like, we're keeping it in Texas, so it should be all right.
Yeah.
But if it goes anywhere else, Godspeed.
Going on vacation.
Yeah, I don't. It's I feel very bad for this kid who got stabbed. So we'll see. But I do find it odd that they are just the media would put the video out, and if that was reversed.
If it were reversed, absolutely it would be out.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. So it's going to trial. Listen, let it. If
I agree.
If the kid's innocent, the kid's innocent.
Stabbing is bad.
Stabbing's bad, but I'm just saying, if the court's going to find it, let it get in the hands of the jury.
We all thought O.J. murdered his wife and the Goldman boy. Mm-hmm. But because of the court, we know that he didn't. So I think we just have to leave it in the hands of the judicial system.
Because it works every time.
Exactly.
It's
was the
flawless.
right.
Foolproof.
Yeah. It's why there's a joke about it in the new Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Speaking of ridiculous, I don't know how that was. Democrats have put out an anti-ICE ad, and let's take a look.
Oh, my God.
I had a really good time today.
Yeah, me too. I really look.
What are you doing? She's coming with us. What are you talking about? Who are you? I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're rounding up illegals. She was born here. She's a citizen. I don't care. She looks like one of them. But don't worry. When she's in prison in El Salvador, she'll have lots of company.
That was the season finale of How I Met Your Mother.
Oh. I didn't watch that far into the show.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes, of course, you're a guest.
That is exactly how it's happening.
Yes.
That was actually just like live footage from LA. I want everyone to know that is exactly how it happens.
I had a thicker mustache, and they grabbed me over the weekend. And then there was a white guy in a red tie there to let everybody know I was a monster.
Licked you on the side of the face like...
Be funny
I'll be with you.
If the dude who's like talking to her is like, "Oh, thank God, I knocked her up. Can you kill the baby while you're there?"
Get her far, far away from
my
me.
God.
Are there stairs in an El Salvadoran prison?
The guy's like, "Listen, I'm a." So he goes, "You don't have to explain yourself. You do your thing. I don't care what you do with her."
Where's this ad airing?
Everywhere. Did you see the last one?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
no.
the guy jerking up.
Yeah, it was the guy masturbating, and they said, "I'm your So
It was so good.
I did the sketch where I was Lindsey Graham.
Okay.
And he's like, "Are you here to stop me from watching porn?" And then it cuts to me, and I just have like "pee on me" written across my
Yes.
chest.
I saw that. Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
And I go, "No, I'm just here to join you." But yeah, I think we got to do a parody of these because it's so absurd.
Who's the ad agency that wrote these and produced them? Because they're lovely.
It has to be
David Hogg.
He's like, all right, this is exactly an action.
This is perfect.
This is how it happens.
Turn to her like you're Dracula.
Yeah, we're gonna have guys. Just funny, they're kissing, and we're gonna just got 3 armed soldiers in all black grabbing her, covering her mouth. Well, she was born here. Well, she looks like she wasn't. She's Italian.
That's good enough.
I think she's part Greek and Irish. I don't care. It's mostly Greek.
No Irish.
Goes way back to the 20s.
No blacks or Irish.
Just grabbing everybody that came in on Ellis Island. By the end of it, there's ironically only Native Americans left.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
How did that come down?
It's like a reverse Trail of Tears.
Yeah. No more littering.
That's true.
No more tears. Huh?
Like shampoo.
Yeah.
And a good Aussie song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to say how much I hated Mission Impossible until like the last
Please go on.
half was fine, but I just want to bring that back up of how much I hate those.
It's really bad.
Really don't. For the first half of the movie was just them explaining the mission.
Mm-hmm. No,
30 different.
That's every movie.
What you have to do now is explain the fact that you took your son to the movie.
Well, yeah, I did.
And the fact that...
he was enjoying it. He's a smart kid, so he understood it more than I did. It was about AI, but like we go to the bathroom and he goes, "Did you like it?" And I go, "Son, I got to be honest, I hate every minute of it so far." And he's like, "It'll get better." And I'm like, "It better, or we're going to have words." And
You're grounded, son.
Yeah.
for bringing Dad to a shitty movie.
The second half did get way better, so he did predict it right.
Right.
So the second there's action, but the entire first half of the movie is we have to stop the AI whatever God thing, you know?
Yeah.
And they whisper it and tell everyone about it. And also just Nick Offerman as a Secretary of Defense. I love Nick Offerman, but I can't. What are you doing?
Can't take him seriously.
Like the only time he worked really seriously was as the Doomsday Prepper.
Oh, in
Last of Us?
Last of Us.
That was a beautiful episode.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. And I mean, he's a gay man who's a doomsday prepper, but it actually is a really functional, good episode. But
That movie's-
this-
and Mission Impossible, that's 3 hours long, you said.
3 hours.
That's a long
The first 2
ass-
hours is just
I looked.
exposition.
I swear to God, it started at 6:25. I looked at my son's watch. He has it on. It's 7:50, and they're still explaining what they have to do.
Yep.
To go and get this AI thing to stop it from shutting down all computers and all the nukes being launched.
It's the last movie, so they're recapping the entire series.
Entire movie.
Like 3 times. They're like, stop every 20 minutes to go like, hey, audience, this is what's going on.
Well, it's 30 years, so they're like, you're like, who's this? And they're like, here's an image.
Yeah,
Here's
you
their
remember that
scene,
one time?
part 4, and you're like, oh, all right.
Oh, my God.
You could have just not told me. I would have taken your word on it.
Yeah.
They spent $400 million on this movie. If they spent $200 million and it was just crazy ass stunts with Tom Cruise, no plot, I would like that better. Please just do that.
I know.
I don't need the plot.
And I like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I love Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and
I
I
respect him. Thanks for saying thanks to the audience and everything, but like your movie still sucked.
Yeah, he did thank the audience in the beginning.
It's nice.
And then at the end, they handed out pamphlets for Scientology.
I was gonna say you guys are
was a strange-
forgetting
That was a strange
Tom
part.
Cruise.
Yeah,
Awful in a
but
cult, off a cult.
but he's still like.
I'm not in the
really
cult,
enjoy him
so-
as an actor.
Yeah.
I can appreciate his work, the fact that he's a loon
Discord.
off the camera. Then that's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 62-year-old man doing stuff. They asked Brad Pitt, they're like, "Are you going to do another movie with Tom Cruise?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing all that jumping around shit. I'm an old."
No. Like if he wants to do something on green screen, I'm there. But
Yeah, Brad Pitt's like, "I've been smoking for 40 years, 50 years. I'm not doing any of this."
he's doing F1.
Yeah, I saw.
See that?
Yeah.
See that movie?
looks
That
pretty
movie
good.
looks freaking badass.
Why they do Tron again?
Dude, I don't know. And it's really awkward now because it's got Jared Leto in it, and then Jared Leto, all this, allegations came out.
I was on
What's
stage,
Disney going to do? Ooh.
and nobody knew about it at Mothership.
Really?
And I brought it up. Yeah,
How do they not know?
I don't know. They had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, guys, Jared Leto. He's got a sex camp.
He pretends he's Jesus on an island.
Yeah,
Nobody.
like he's got a bunch of women. I mean, I understand it's Jared Leto. You know, you could do worse.
Yeah.
He's also
It's like if
how
we
old is
were in like a Nicole Kidman camp. Like, she's not great, but you're not offended.
Yeah, if it were like
Cruise, back to Tom Cruise.
if it were a John Goodman sex camp, way more.
See, yeah, that's
Right.
King Ralph, John Goodman.
No. The Connor's John Goodman right now, where he looks like a melted exhibit at Madame Tussauds.
He does. He looks like he was left on a dashboard now.
Yeah.
And I do like John Goodman though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Big Lebowski, one of the best movies ever.
He's a great actor. A
A little cold with the whole Roseanne thing.
yeah.
but,
Fuck that.
Yeah, that was a
that
dick move.
man.
That was a dick move.
Messed up.
but he is a good actor. My former agent, I guess, he was having a cigarette and he represents Roseanne, and my agent was like, "You're a really great actor," and he's just like, he goes, "Jesus Christ," and just looked away from him.
Wow.
I think he sensed he was an agent.
But like, never mind. You were in the Flintstones. You remember that?
Yeah, so was Rick Moranis though. So
That is
it's
true.
forgivable.
You know, when I was a kid, I loved that movie, and I went back and watched it when I was older. It does not hold up.
No, the tiptoe bowling that's live action is
Yeah.
no good.
Does not hold up. Halle Berry though holds up.
Yes, she
100%.
does.
100%.
But why drive a car like that? I mean, it's just
Silly
you're just pushing with your feet and braking. It's not even a car.
What is this, a cartoon?
And a dishwasher. That's an animal.
And the wheels are the wheels are made of stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go with that?
It's a lot.
See how big that steak is?
But you guys are wrong, though,
Bigger than him.
because they're all eco-friendly. So that's what really matters. Zero emissions.
That's true,
That was
but
the first Tesla.
it's animal cruelty when you think about it. I mean, what, you got to be union to work a brontosaurus neck so you can move rocks? Got to think about these things, guys.
I gotta quit my job.
Yeah, it's a living, and it's just a toilet.
Okay.
Ed Begley Jr.
Yeah.
probably got his house like that. Shit in a hippo's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Ed Begley Jr. showers with rainwater. You know that?
I was unaware.
He had one of the first electric cars, and he kept it hidden, and they came and destroyed it. It's in a documentary called "Who Killed the Electric Car."
Is it like
Who's
before the
they?
Teslas and everything?
Who's they? Who
Government. The government said that they were not legal or roadworthy.
Jews, obviously.
No, it was the same
you seen the
Republican
internet?
who just kidnapped that woman.
We have
Same
to,
guy.
we have to take your car. We make our money in oil, foreign oil.
And then he
Killed
goes and
himself.
jumps into a giant pool of gold like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
Except he breaks his neck. Yeah, he's like that Ed Begley Jr.
Yeah.
It's very, very environmentally friendly.
You said you pulled that name right off the top of your head like that. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we didn't have. I'm just good like that.
What's he been in lately?
I know that's going to be shown. What?
Has he done anything lately?
Ed Begley Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh, he's always in like little bit parts and stuff.
Okay.
He does a lot of Christopher Guest movies.
Okay.
I like him actually as an actor.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we don't have to put down his career because the man cares about the planet, Derek.
He showers in rainwater. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, he was in Page.
Does he wear like
he was the dad in that movie.
Does he wear deodorant, or does he wear like that Tom's deodorant that keeps you fresh for like about 30 seconds?
It's
Listen,
made of
Tom-
tar or something.
If you're ever wearing an alcohol tether, you're pretty happy that Tom's exists. I'm not kidding.
A shoe?
Oh, wait a minute. That's
No, there's no alcohol. There's no products. There's nothing in it that will set off alcohol tether.
Really?
Yeah.
Like most of everything you have. So you have to get Tom's in order to shower and not sweat.
Tom's, if you want to not be clean, use Tom's.
Tom's really just exists for people who are alcoholics that have alcohol tethers, but they're like, we also send shoes to poor kids who probably try to eat them. Speaking of eating, the hardest part about cooking or barbecuing meat, sticks, chicken, or fish, is being tethered, like I said, to a hot stove or barbecue.
That's right.
Sweating constantly, checking it, singeing your eyebrows. I've been there 1,000 times and
Tell me.
in my arm hair. Mm-hmm. Yep, and my neighbor's bush. And then serving it, and half of it is beef jerky and half of it is blood rare. And everybody's like, this guy can't grill.
Yeah.
And they say it to you, and you're like, it's rude.
Please leave my house.
Those days are gone, guys.
Oh, thank God.
I got Chef IQ Sense, and I'm ready for the Food Network. You got to come check it out. I'm going to be making steaks. Chef IQ Sense is brilliantly simple. It's a cooking sensor that goes into whatever I'm cooking. It's kind of like a meat thermometer, but wireless and way smarter.
Whoa.
For real, yo. It takes the stress out of not knowing if your meat will come out good. And you know who knows meat? Angela.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And her husband uses this very product.
He uses it every night. He loves it.
He loves using that meat.
If you
thermometer.
don't know necessarily, like if you're a beginner to cooking, they give you step-by-step instructions on the app that show you like turn oven to 350, do this with the meat, put it in there.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None too shabby. And look, it's you don't have to open a hot oven. You don't have to constantly deal with that. All you got to do is kick back, maybe check your phone, which you're probably already doing, deleting some apps or what have you, because you got to make room for the new app, which is Chef IQ.
IQ. Scan that code.
So you got to do it. Sends it right to your smartphone. It's the world's smartest, simple to use wireless cooking center and the sensor, not center, but it is a center of cooking. And the best news is they've just announced a flash sale. Flash sale. Flash.
That's a deal.
That's Flash.
So jump on this. Summer grilling season is here. Chef IQ Sense makes you a grill master. And during their flash sale, you're going to get 15% off. Just go to chefiq.com. Promo code NORMAL. That's chefiq.com. What's the promo code, everybody?
Normal.
Easy to remember. Go ahead, get it. And you are going to be a chef all summer.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. That was an all-timer.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Good one.
That was beautiful.
I'm glad you didn't have to read the word flag in there, Dave. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
We got close with Flash. I think we're sure.
Also that I wasn't
It was Flash.
I wasn't up in northern Michigan getting bitten by chiggers.
Yeah. Chiggers are everywhere. You see them? You go in your backyard, chiggers. In your front yard, chiggers.
My husband
They-
got him at the beach.
Yeah.
Chiggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's chiggers.
And they
So
shouldn't be
many
at
on the beach.
They shouldn't
Last
be at the
place
beach.
you'd think
Doesn't
you'd
make any
see
sense.
'em.
I know.
Nothing worse when you're at home and chiggers moving next door.
That's right.
Right?
Wait, I think you're thinking of
That
something
was a little
else.
different the way you said
See,
that.
the way you went was...
See, we're
I
talking
mean,
about
if,
little
if a
insects
swarm of them comes in and they're, at their neighbor's house, and they're going to come over to your place.
You're saying like a pack of them?
Yeah, like a pack of...
Yeah, pack.
Yeah, a gaggle.
I prefer
a gaggle of
chica.
chiggers.
Yeah, like a gang... Chica.
I am not going to participate in this.
Why? You want...
Hey, this is it's summertime, and we're telling people about insects and getting you, like, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chef IQ, you can go ahead and not be outside and get attacked by chiggers.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You want a bunch of dumb chiggers ruining...
Right?
Every time we say chigger,
There is nothing worse than a chigger moving in on your barbecue. Right?
Oh, that'll just mess the whole night up.
Yeah, it's ruined.
Yeah, completely ruined.
try to make a nice meal.
Yes. Chiggers love barbecue.
They do.
What do you
They
call
smell
it?
it.
They
They smell it.
love
They come over.
Oh,
They love anything sweet.
Ribs.
Yeah, that's why you gotta, you gotta watch out for.
I was barbecuing. I was barbecuing.
by 'em?
What was it last week? June 19th, and chiggers everywhere.
All right.
What?
What?
I thought we
Angela,
were
we're
having a
talking about the
wholesome
small
joke.
insects.
I'm not sure if it was National Barbecue Day, but I went to the park.
All the chickers were having a family get together. I don't know what's going on.
Couldn't find one.
I was outside a Mint Mobile store one time. Chiggers just attacked me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Playing dominoes and stuff. That's weird.
I guess I wouldn't mind them if they weren't so loud. Angela's just looking down.
Was that during Mission Impossible?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
You said you were going to join in. You did it.
No.
We pulled him in.
Yeah, you did. You got me.
it's someone said that to me over the weekend too, because I was in a up north area, and I guess there's like chiggers in the woods.
Oh yeah, legit.
Yeah, so I was like, "There's a what?" And
They're here.
dude, are they here?
Honestly,
no.
my husband has bites all over
Yeah, they
him,
suck. They really do
honestly,
suck.
Yeah, they because that's what happened. I ended up getting like 4 or 5 bites from these things.
And they'll go right for your taint. They'll go right there.
Will they?
Yeah, that's where they like to live, in the darkness.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, be careful.
But mine's so bright.
Just like sunning it.
Glowing taint.
And that's what it helps. It helps to get them away. What is that called when they do that butthole sunning? Where they do that? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, anal bleaching.
No bleaching.
No, that's like a.
Oh well, that's what
thing.
I've done.
No, it's when they sit out and they let the sun hit their taint in their butthole. There's a term
Yoga.
for it. No.
You're trying to describe
Chat knows.
it with
Chat knows.
plausible deniability. You know exactly.
I don't know what
it
it's
is,
called.
Garrett. You know exactly what it
It
is.
sounds like it would be nice though.
Yeah.
You know, we're very ashamed of our buttholes. I think we should just let the sun see it
Yeah.
every once in a while.
You think that's a good idea?
I mean, not with you around.
Okay, what? Easy.
Yeah, if you're gonna swipe assholes like Yogi does picnic baskets.
Hey, boo boo.
Let's go.
Look at that boo boo.
Let's go. Look at his shitter on him. Hey, boo boo. Let's go eat it.
Nothing worse than when a chigger flies into your balloon nut. Right?
That does sound really horrible.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Not enough off in the world.
No, there is not.
If there was only a farm where you could keep chiggers and have them work for you for free.
If you could separate the
If there was a part of if I could just eat a place where there was, the chiggers were in the back.
All you guys got to do is vote for the Republican in that Democrat ad.
There you go.
We can
How
have
funny
all
would
of it.
that be? I'm here to kill the chiggers.
What?
He's just actually got bug spray.
We do not have that ad read for what's his name for the St. Louis or for the for the announcer.
Well, that's what
no.
we're joking on. I hope,
yes,
I hope people realize
Please,
that when we're
yes.
canceled. Mamdani
Mm-hmm.
versus Cuomo. Is that right? It's Election Day in New York City, America's AIDS legion. Today is the final day to vote in the Democratic primary for the New York City mayoral race, a.k.a. the New York City mayoral election. If you're not familiar with New York City, just imagine if hell ripped through pavement and kept growing. And like any Democratic primary, it's shitlib versus commie. As polls show, former Governor Andrew, I'm not a rapist, just Italian Cuomo, trailing behind his opponent, socialist Zorhan Mamdani. Is that right?
Yeah.
A 34-year-old Shiite Muslim from Astoria. Mamdani and Dory's platform includes government-run grocery stores, a great idea I've heard so many wonderful stories about from Venezuela and the former USSR.
Grocery prices are out of control. The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zahran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce. We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging. These stores will operate without a profit motive or having to pay property taxes or rent, and will pass on those savings to you.
All you have to do is stand in a line.
And best news, the only thing you can get at the store, bread.
Yeah, that's it. Bread in the morning, bread in the evening, bread at night, bread. You just stand in line.
Bread and fake Rolexes.
Yeah. You want to tag here? $10. That's a great deal.
Ooh.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Well, Mamdani also rapped under the name Mr. Cardamom. Good God.
Make a rap for your naughty. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your naughty. Spin the rack. Come through, give a dab to your naughty. If you really feeling good, spin a track for your naughty.
That's a beat you could drop like it's hot before stoning a woman to death for indecent. Frankly, I'm willing to negotiate. I ran down to one nuclear missile so long as we get to tell them where they can aim it.
Here's the sad part. He's in the lead.
Yeah. I mean,
He's leading
Cuomo's
Well,
so hated, though. So.
Yeah, those nipple rings really did him a disservice.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd think they would get you up in the polls.
You would think. But there's only one Republican candidate, Curtis Lee, the guy from the Guardian Angels, who would actually make infinite sense to run that absolute shithole.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
And of course.
Oh, no. See, the
that's
mistake
simply
you're
not going to
making.
happen, yeah.
You're wrong, Derek. He's a Republican.
I know.
So that's what are you? You're ridiculous. That gentleman right there is a voice of reason.
Clearly.
Remember when it was,
no.
I'm a Cuomo-sexual?
Yeah.
That was seriously what they were saying. Like, Yeah.
And they said we were the weird ones. Remember that campaign? Weird. You're so weird.
People also forget that Cuomo was the one who shoved all those people in the nursing homes and killed them during COVID.
No,
It was that.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So there's
Along
that.
with Whitmer, except it's all proven.
Right.
Exactly.
Sure, you have to say allegedly because
Allegedly.
they can sue you for being honest.
And denied aid because it was Donald Trump that was aiding. Couldn't do that either. Mm-hmm. Even though it,
Sexually harassed, 11 women in 7 years, which is why he got ousted from the from being governor.
You got to appreciate the balls in the guy. Going to run again after that.
He's got good cojones.
And a big one. But he's going to still run, and they go, yeah, it's all right.
Get on back in here. You're all right.
You guys.
Take a mulligan on him.
Speaking of war with Iran, we should discuss it just a little bit.
Happened over the weekend.
I'm going to go ahead and let you read it.
Very serious.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, I don't want to read what I wrote.
On Saturday, the U.S. directly entered the conflict, launching strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz, and Usfuan, using B-2 bombers and cruise missiles, with President Donald Trump claiming the attacks obliterated Iran's nuclear enrichment capabilities. Iran acknowledged that the attacks were reported, but no contamination of their facilities at the sites. Israel simultaneously struck nuclear and military facilities in Isfahan and Shiraz. This is why he wanted me to read it.
Read these
All those landmines.
Iranian cities.
The word flag is in here at least 3 times. I know what this is.
Flag.
Trump used chiggers to attack these nuclear facilities.
Bombed all the sand chiggers.
Yeah.
Which are a thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
They're a thing.
That's where they stay.
While Iran launched drones and missiles at Israel's targets, including Ben Gurion Airport, escalating
QB for
tensions
the win.
even further. It's okay. On June 22nd, the U.S. strikes drew condemnation from Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi. I definitely got that one right, who warned of everlasting consequences Forever and always, these consequences will last, according to this gentleman. And from Iranian-backed groups like Hamas and the Houthis, the homies ganged up on their statement, which is good, who threatened retaliatory attacks on the U.S. assets. Israel continued its air campaign targeting Iranian missiles and drone capabilities, while Iran fired 40 missiles at Israel, wounding 27 in Tel Aviv. Gulf states highlighted alerts, and oil prices fluctuated amid fears and disrupted energy supplies. And for his part, President Trump tweeted a mean post on Truth Social, quote, "It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the great current Italian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? Miga."
Miga.
That is the most I have ever read on a show. And fun fact, I am dyslexic, and that was terrifying.
You did a great job.
You did
Holy
wonderful.
It was really good.
shit.
You did wonderful for a man of needs.
Thank you so much. I have many. Fourth grade reading teacher of Oak Street Elementary School would agree with you, Dave. So
Would he?
Fantastic.
She?
yeah, she.
Yeah.
Although it's 2025, so it could be they.
Could be that. You don't
I don't know.
You don't. Did she have a big bunt? A big funt?
Yeah.
Fupa.
Fupa.
That's where the front is.
No
called.
fupa. No fupa.
Really?
Very
Most
thin.
fourth grade teachers have a big giant fupa.
Yeah.
No. But this was the special reading assessment where I would get yanked out and told, wait, does this gentleman have an IQ so low? Can he even be in public school?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, IQs don't.
I see myself in you.
Yeah, how you are in school.
Yeah.
I tell myself that because of how long I spent there. Anyway, that one kind of slipped under the radar, though, and no one really talked about it. However, on Monday, Iran retaliated against the U.S. strikes by launching ballistic missiles at IUD.
Yeah.
IUD?
IUD.
Yeah, they were trying to
base
stop pregnancies over
in Qatar, which
The Qataris love it.
yeah, which was largely intercepted with no casualties reported. Qatar called the attack a surprise, but emphasized its sovereignty in responding. For his part, Senator Lindsey Graham argued the merits of Operation Midnight Hammer, and no, that's not just the name of Paul Pelosi's favorite sex position. Well, it is, but here's Lindsey Graham.
It's about a religious agenda. Why do they do what
Why?
they do? Religious, fanatical beliefs, a master religion for the world. And if you don't believe that, you have missed a lot. That's what they want, and the only way they're not going to get there is for somebody to stop them. What did Hitler want? To take over the entire world and create a master race. Anybody that didn't fit his definition of the right kind of person was imprisoned or killed. The Ayatollah and his henchmen have that same view, but it's religiously driven.
You know this warmonger had a boner so hard this whole weekend. He was like, "Good war, let's go war."
At 3 points, he completely lost his train of thought and then caught it again and said, "Oh shit, thank God I got it."
He's like, I like big, juicy rockets.
Who uses the phrase henchman? That's just like Commissioner Gordon back in the Batman days.
He said, we got to worry about the Foot Clan when we go over there.
Also, who uses the word what?
What?
And why?
What are we doing?
I'm going to
over
have
there?
some cool whip.
We're gonna kill him. Whip.
Well, now, what am I? I'm the pastor of a bisexual church. If y'all could pass the plate around. Nothing that there's anything wrong with that. It's just Lindsey Graham's.
There's a lot wrong with them.
Very gay man, allegedly. Sunday, Trump announced it. I think that's the legality. To the worst.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the worst thing about him. I mean, he's just gay.
Oh yeah.
And no one told him. His brain's like, you're not gay, Lindsey. Don't even worry about it.
Don't think about those things.
Don't even ask why.
Yeah, don't even. Even though you want to whip out that man's penis
And get whipped.
and put it on your mouth like a whistle.
I love rockets.
Sunday, Trump announced a 12-hour ceasefire agreement between Israel and Iran on Truth Social, claiming it would lead to the end of the 12-day war, though neither Iran nor Israel officially confirmed the plan. So it seemed like another episode of Trump says wild shit, everyone loses it, but it all kind of works out.
Bro.
Again, but as Monday, neither country has any intention of ceasing military action, and Trump had this to say that we were on earlier.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you
understand that? Do you understand that?
And then just walk away.
Yeah.
I love how he stared at the reporter like he was telling his kid, I will take you out of this mini putt so fast.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I will turn this van around.
I think, there's just a good sense of stress there where he's like, look, what do you want? They won't stop. Like it's,
it's honestly like, I don't know if you guys have ever been in like a bar and like two of your like friends that are outside of like, an immediate group. And like you try so hard to get them to chill out and not yell at each other and fight. And you guys are like, we're on the same team.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get them to resolve it. And then it boils up again. That is exactly the same level of frustration. It's like, except, World War III.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's like the guy who dated the same girl and now they're back together with the other guy.
A lot of tension.
Yeah. A lot of tension.
Yeah. For 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a long time to date anybody.
Yeah. And that whole
and not commit.
Bouncing back and forth.
Right.
I mean, put a ring on it, Israel.
At least move in together.
I know you got diamonds.
Right? Yes.
Gold.
Go to, I don't know, literally any jewelry store anywhere.
Is there a racism leak in the building?
What's happening?
These are, of course, all in jest.
These are all jokes. These
Exactly.
Are jokes. I will say, I'm not pro-war. I don't want war to happen. I don't like innocent people getting killed. But I do respect our armed forces, and that was pretty fucking badass. In the middle of the night, in the fucking dead of the night, from our country all the way across. They had snacks and stuff in the ship. Did you read about that? Like the B-2 bombers.
It was 36 hours in the air.
Yeah, they're up there eating Cheetos and playing video games.
And back.
Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, those are the
Badass.
actual sounds that the B-2 bomber makes.
Yeah, those badass.
Garrett pulled those sound clips.
I think you're thinking the B-52s.
Oh, yeah. Rock Lobster. Back to Flintstones.
I rock lobster.
Wow. That was amazing, Dave. That was amazing.
There was a Family Guy where they had that. It's
Yeah?
Iraq. The lobster's just dressed like a Taliban dancing.
Oh my God, that's
Iraq lobster.
It was so funny. I was with Dr. Steve came out to a show that I did this past week.
Oh, that, yeah.
In North Carolina. And we're at the bar, and it was the night when the bombing had taken place. And there was some idiot at the end of the bar over there, and she goes, well, I guess the Orange Menace has got us in World War III. And Dr. Steve and I are sitting there, and he goes, they needed us because we have bunker buster bombs. Mm. And she just shut up, and she goes, well, why would they bomb a nuclear facility? He goes, well, it's underground.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to have nuclear
And she just had
facilities.
She just had no response to anything. It was just great because Dr. Steve he's so chill and so measured.
Yes.
And
intelligent.
Smart dude.
Yeah.
And he wasn't being a dick to her. He was just, saying, here's why we did this.
Yeah.
And she just shut down, just went right back to her phone, didn't say a word the rest of the
these
time.
People aren't emotional. I couldn't get them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting watching everybody get I've learned the rule. Trump does something out of pocket, you wait. Because everybody starts going, wait, this is ridiculous. That's not going to work. Blah, 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 blah. And then it ends up being fine. Almost every single time. So I'm like, guys, we'll see how it goes. And then it turned out to be all right. I mean, on our side, they're still bombing each other, which is not all right. But at least we did our part. We blew up their nuclear stuff, which they're not supposed to have. And we also were like, hey, make peace. And then they didn't do it. So
I don't know if they do have it, but it's just the idea that they might, right?
Well, yeah, that was the facilities were for years they've been told you can't have nuclear facilities, and nobody ever actually did anything about it. So they've been working on it in secret, and we were finally
no, exactly.
Hey, in the middle of the night, we're going to bomb your ass and just show how much power we have.
Even the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia had called the Ayatollah the Hitler of the Middle East. And I'm like, that's saying a lot because there's a lot of douchebags in the Middle East. I mean, that is like literally saying that's the ugliest person in Walmart.
Well, it's also, this is the part of the world that brought you Saddam Hussein, and they're like, this guy's a real Hitler. It's like, all you have is Hitler.
Like, damn. You're like a Hitler factory.
Yeah, like it's all you make.
It's amazing.
Well, we're let's have a little palate cleanser quick, okay? Because this has been some serious chatter.
It's been heavy, Doc.
A lot of chatter out there on the field. Let's do a random Seagal. That was a fat man teaching someone how to kick you in the shin.
They actually dropped Steven Seagal on one of the Iranian facilities.
They did. And then he stood up and rode a motorcycle back.
And walked away.
That's right.
I sat the whole time. It wasn't a motorcycle, but it was motorized. It was a chair.
It was an office chair.
Motorcycle, rascal scooter, foo. I'm hungry. That's what he was
Trademark.
doing. He was tapping his knee, his shin, and he was like,
that's code.
Hungry.
Because if he let out all power, that guy's leg's gone. He's going to have to amputate that thing. So,
huge.
You know, that's why.
Yeah.
He's got to rein that in.
When he lightly taps, that's code for more mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
But let's talk about this. Share the Arrows is one of the most powerful women's events happening this year and hosted by BlazeTV's own Allie Beth Stuckey. It's happening October 11th in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, that's here. We should go.
Yeah. If there's a woman in your life who has been craving real encouragement and biblical truth, your wife, your daughter, your sister, Angela, this is for her.
This is for you.
It's a full day of worship, teaching, and powerful eye rolling at transgender people. Women,
the hardest of eye rolls.
Women like Ginger Duggar Volo, Alisa Childers, Katie Faust, Taylor Dukes, and more. Worship will be led by a Francesca B.
Battistelli.
Is it Battistelli?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of her.
Oh, I didn't see all the names on the screen.
I'm a big fan of her worship work.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, she does a good job.
Yeah.
So if you want to have something special, give the women in your life a little bit of empowerment. You can head on out to that and go to Share the Arrows.
Can't wait. Too bad we have penises. We can't go.
Is that true?
That's
only for the women.
You have time.
That's right in the show's wheelhouse.
I thought I was going to bring my arrow.
It said share them. Also, you could go to blaze.com/normal.
Oh, but the tickets are at sharethearrows.com. And yes, VIP options are still available. Really?
Is it indoors? Is it indoors or it's got to be indoors, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah, that's climate control.
It wouldn't be outdoors. You don't want to get attacked by chiggers.
No, and it's October 11th, and I mean, from what I understand, like she genuinely hates chiggers.
Yeah. Most people do.
They're itchy.
People don't like it
in your pants.
No, can you
get right in your underwear line?
You can ruin it when you're having an Arrows event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and Indians.
Yeah, that's nothing ruins your Arrows event.
Is there a tea kettle in here?
I just think one of us has emphysema.
We might have a tumor or something.
Collectively. My head hurts from taking that seriously.
It almost feels like an arrow shot you in the head.
It does. I have to look around.
Whatever it is.
See if a share the arrow hit you in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think they hand out those silly arrows where they go like in the side and it looks like I've got an arrow through my head?
The Steve Martin arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love one of those.
Why was there a sad cowboy stranded in the desert?
Why?
His engine died.
Oh.
Jimmy, I'm sorry.
I've never seen Dave look more accomplished on his facial expression than after that one. It was
Well, thank you.
right there. It is
Satisfying.
Yeah.
What does a bear have for breakfast?
Tell me.
Panda cakes, you stupid fuck.
Your son told you that one.
He did. No, he's told me some ones where I'm like, who told you that?
It's like, Dad.
It's funny. He's like, Dad, am I going to get drafted? And I was like, son, yes.
My favorite is when
driving you to the
favorite is when your son
center.
says,
Fitting you for a Chinese mechanic. Metal suit.
my favorite is when your son says, hey, Dad, what do you say? Can I swear? Or I heard something like this.
Oh, he does it all the time.
Cool.
That's what kids do.
What's he say?
They go, Dad, somebody said this. It's a bad word, but I just want to tell you what it was. And I go, you're trying to swear and just swear in front of me, and it's not working. And he's like, no, but I just want to tell you the word. I'm like, you don't. But he'll try to do that where he's like, I heard this at school. Smart. But also, he constantly quotes The Simpsons, so I couldn't love him more.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a base
Which he found on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the other day, I go, okay, we're going to go to the movies. And he's like, excellent. And he knows all the catchphrases. That's when you know you got a good kid.
Yeah. On the right track.
I didn't mean to call you a name. You've looked sad since.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, no, that's just the crippling fear of bankruptcy. That's normal.
Oh.
It's like a standard.
I think we all have that.
Yeah, that's the baseline.
Oh, no. If you look right at me, this is what it looks like. You eventually convince yourself that money is nothing more than numbers on paper. And you remind yourself that gun in the safe is a way out. Also sponsored by Walther.
One in the chamber. Fine firearm.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
If you realize you've lost it all and there's really no other choice, Walther.
You want reliability.
Yes. You don't want it to jam when it counts the most. Yes. Walther.
You're in your garage and you've made that split-second choice. There's plastic on the ground. You're sitting in a lawn chair crying. And then the garage opens. And it's your wife. And she doesn't even seem bothered by your choice. And then you live just for the spite of it. Walter.
Was this your weekend?
Try the PPK.
It was part of it. I didn't.
No.
You've
been doing good.
I just open it and look at it. Oh boy. If I do kill myself though, no one can say there wasn't any sign.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of evidence.
There's a lot of documentation.
You can't be like, I was shocked.
Someone says, "Oh, did you see this coming?" Oh, yeah.
You're like, I was assuming heart attack before. It'd be funny if they were like, he did shoot himself, but his heart actually stopped from cheese moments before he did it. So his family gets the insurance money.
Turns out.
It was a COVID death?
Yeah, it turns out they just mark it whatevs.
It's a COVID
We got a Deadpool over here.
I don't think I'd want to shoot. It's too messy.
Yeah, you don't want somebody walking in on that.
No,
That's messed
not
up.
good.
That's messed up.
No, you just...
Yeah.
You gotta
I mean, it's effective,
Do
but
it in
it's
your
messy.
garage, like a
Yeah.
That's what I
easy.
Some pills or something.
You lay down
Classy
plastic
about
so
it.
it's easy to clean up,
Well,
and
in
you
the
leave a
car.
little
Do it in the
note.
car.
Or do it like Woody
What if you
Harrelson
gotta sell the car to have
in
a
Three
funeral?
Billboards.
What? I thought
The movie
about
Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Woody Harrelson kills himself.
Yeah.
Puts a burlap sack over his head and just done.
Yeah.
That's also how they used to execute you.
Mm.
Truman Capote watched that.
Yeah.
Doesn't Glenn have Truman Capote's glasses?
I think so, yeah.
I think he does.
Yeah.
I think he actually has Truman Capote
He might have them, but I think he has the glasses.
stuffed in the museum next door.
Mm-hmm.
Those have seen one man hung and a lot of hung men.
Mm.
That's true.
End of the world. Maybe it's Harry Truman. That's his wheelchair. Who was the goofball that had a wheelchair?
Roosevelt.
I think it is. Maybe it was Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
People confuse those people all the time.
LBJ.
Yeah, LBJ.
He
I
had
think it's
bum legs too.
LBJ's wheelchair, and he does. I think he does have Truman Capote's glasses, though.
I think he does, though, for real.
Yeah.
And then I know he's got the wheelchair.
And Hitler's DNA.
Yes.
Which we're working on trying to make a clone of. But we're going to raise it right.
Yes.
We're going to do it.
And then it will run for Republican in New York City.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. He can't have the mustache.
It would still be an infinitely better choice than what's running right now.
They're just all of a sudden, welcome to Auschwitz Park. We use Hitler DNA. You watch a whole video?
Perfect way to wrap the show up.
Auschwitz Park.
Take a train there. All right. New research shows that the concept of fast food likely started as far back as ancient Rome. Oh. What do you think a name of an ancient Rome fast food joint would be? QB.
Nero's Gyros.
Ooh.
Or Euros.
Euros.
I've heard them both ways.
Yeah.
You can have them both ways.
You've heard them gyros?
Yeah. You haven't heard that?
No.
I've heard that.
Honestly, people call them gyros all around except Michigan, I found. It's upsetting.
And Greece.
What'd you call it?
Greece.
Euros.
Euro, like the money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The Greek call it euros.
Euros.
Helen of bok choy.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Well played, Angela.
Most beautiful bok choy.
What you got, baby?
Gladiators taters.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I like that. It rolls off the tongue.
Go with Toga Bell.
I like it. Johnny Vomits.
Pompeii Mike's.
Oh, we're going round two. What you got?
Chariots of fries. Did somebody say that?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Little Caesars.
Well done.
Oh, well, yeah, that was obvious. Pizza.
I'm going to go with White Coliseum.
Nice. I say Five Guys Bathhouse.
That one is Pete Buttigieg's favorite spot.
He's like, have you been to this restaurant? It is divine.
Delicious.
He's got a VIP card with a punch card.
He's got every single one. Getting that free Sammy.
Pete, you're back.
Well, thank you all for watching today. We appreciate you very much. Everybody who tunes in, thank you again. And we will see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place.